ehun komo kakra fi sabre kom se nonum ebebo na fi ya peja yemu imamu nyina adwo eba extra time program yi so wote yanka live nso DSTV channel 364 Go TV channel no 121 ehon so no wetima share live Montana de Tony the foreign stories kakra bi ebebre na fi dia kan nyina no so ye de aye efisem Tony
awon na me da say yeah, Sama Echo so Uncle for Ecros, Yanko France, Paris Saint-Germain, League no so far, Omotos me and San Ewa Tridiano, Senas E Calafi, President Emma Paris Saint-Germain or say, Auto Foundation for Fra, just a would train, now persevere, and son and Nema Aye, into me to say, or more a lot of signings, or more edge a place, a cuckoo dam equine, name a call, or more domestic call, and tea, a fro, and abba, and you can say, or more reactive because of bad results, be a Omanya, Omonim say a new foundation and Omato, and tea, a bit here time, we and in some and a life. President Emma Paris Saint-Germain, or no, and so that you just only say club no and I'm a quantity, so they are on the right path. We and in some president and so at me Eddie Atuja, Yen Tuaso, Ewa Napoli Faso, ye, maybe I can say Omo Antonio Conte, a reporter, if the city of Naples, Eba, and it's officially. Already De Laurentiis, ADL President Edmond Napoli was starting on Antonio Conte agent Eddie Como said a bear Conte a bit me abe coach Napoli or more and so Ebobukono Lukaku a Roma player say alone in our ball Eddie Amomo Chelsea in the dinner film Roma say so far a quipa Eddie Lukaku no say a yampa last Samonia offer from Al Hilal in Saudi Arabia or so called Saudi Arabia Middle Easter. Hela the best club honomo. Now Ojiri Pasa Saudi League one of the best leagues in the world. Now so after initial talks no and lose interest. Now person obefi Europe this year. And some no or say AAP last summer and some course so Ntrobebre and I buffer and Aquemu Chelsea per se or more Edenico Juventus or Case de be or Medico Ace or say there be yet the Tonoso say Inter Milan for Fernand on fa players need be testing now one reply in some pinning for a cartoon so Lukaku say at the right time about Bontin now in some no or no and so Eddie Ababetuja awo if you say afana no bia at the air so Mohamed Salah saw the Pro League no last time na omo penepan according to Michael Emenelu on a Saudi Arabia PL omo a director and say a yampa so omo ya Salah omo pe nenso play na kase mo mama na the consent no beba be league media oho omo anya superstars omo pe nenso player na kasa oh, because of almost quite empty on the try or so on Kasa Salah any favorite in Salah Eba and PL Nimo or Saudi Arabia Kessben Nenso Omope player in interest first player no cast up a dear and you can be also the such players no ebetimi aba when officially says so be the coach at the Birmingham City now a few contract and afa 3.5 year deal and one grad and check best signing as Birmingham City or and so a manager when Rooney the coaching career in Koye Kran or start here England and Koye Echo MLS in mu still a kuhye ya afi no asanso aba Birmingham City no be coach or mo okay Arsenal player that I Socrates Papastodopoulos say dear Real Betis and didn't come Betis a Spanish club and I'm say Socrates or your free agent in T Ambassador Omode Papadopoulos eba na for wetu aso sinaken e the Emma Betis omo effort because omo defenders no most of them epra even Mark Bartran so epra no a long term and until person the Socrates and so eba Morata confirm sampa last semester say na Kofi Kadumako nanso Diego Simeone freno and any did come one who said or I see integra in who here at the Ama club nampa no gina so I extend the contract at the Atletico say or enjoy life. I was Spain national team camp, the football club and so Atletico so life and so at the par and then Man United ball indoor and Kofa can see na match no any bounce in the boy United 3-0. Danny van de Beek Asia can Anthony and so Asia can Man United behind the closed door game mo boy you know omo share 3 name Kobe Menu and after Sergio Reguilon omo apprenti omo antimi ensia kan Ian Wright Arsenal legend or Arsenal for person G League ni dia and just a January kofa Ivan Toney Brentford striker na wanya ban no omo ko fa ne ba in January dia any Arsenal for ebetimi age Premier League no so man for number dia be den pa say Arsenal ebetimi age EPL no Xabi Alonso Madrid airpe no ya te so kan wo a Carlo Ancelotti free obetimi aba be replace no mate se Liverpool so e ko ba se club e free ho a ono so no obo Liverpool so pen mate se Liverpool so se club e ko a omo betimi a point no Florentino Perez Madrid boss no presido no we take a decision said Spain Real Madrid a hot newo into also mom ne man national team no best players say some for Madrid say omo mfa foforo pi am from some Madrid omo ya de no most of them in free Spain into omo take a decision said omo e the Spain for no and as I say omo form Real Madrid nucleus of the club award winner. Yeah, the soon sa achiati and power esco election.
Sure.
Now, one can say about Richard Poku Boateng Ronaldo. Say yen celebrity achi.
Okay.
Tinko provided lunch at their money. Because
that's
achi
nice.
at the Kessben will be any.
That's good.
Richard Poku Boateng Ronaldo, Virginia Woodbridge.
I say any work was church na.
I am watching.
Yem fan church na.
What for that? They be kind of
lunch here. Yem say the muhu yana muye. They want to miss some for lunch before crab.
No Godfather.
Okay, the rich Opoku Boateng America and or Virginia USA. Yebedasipa, God bless you. They are we na otai eye na debiazo umaye so special. Enti yemfansia na yemfa commercials ka krebi emra. Yemfa commercials ka krebi abeba. Na kwa miki at the local source no and subabe kan ye ho. Yeba sisi aye nchekra. 5515 33055159933 eho meji WhatsApp messages ka krebi kwa miki atranse e de ni local source no brain eche ansana wa wuram sana na eche se andi na eche se
obache wedwaya na osisi no
maso unse radio ni TV ndi enyo obache enye we enyo obache
wedwaya osisi hu ya we
yes so usisi ni you usisi ni you ene de oni me die beti so cha o tero
what is it ya and no go
the cha o tero usisi hu ana usisi hu a me ti local story on the
I am well, General Medase, Navy, Mamesha, Free Bet Power Premier League. One outstanding game, El Coso Cecia, Meba Studio Hano. Na dreams, or many in Swatermai and Ebo, na game no, 1-1. A brand audio Fedi Kana Banavi. Not dreams a Shabako and in Swatermai, and so Itima Shabako way a first half of a year, one outstanding game, El Coso Seneso. Send Namse dreams, a Kosiakai, our African inti, and our more against in Swatermano, intime ambassador. As at now, I can see no El Coso den, and so a bet to us so. Our class of work as ne has a work AGM a basso togbe afede any stakeholders okushia edin komo e de fa class of work bobo ekono ensembe bre ene todwa e wodwumedie no ase Maxwell Asabre okopie mu e wodwumedie no ase o de to board ni nim se board no afeli has a work board dwumedie de mom no bomo afeli intenimani board ne mandate na ba na wie de Togbe entiase nanka board no omudwumedie no emba na wieye yenti Maxwell Asabre.
Mr. Board Chairman.
Yes, sir.
We've heard you. Ideally, some of us would have supported you on this course, especially when it's been suggested that the next AGM will be held pretty soon, somewhere in February next year. I would have supported it, but I decline to support it. And these are my reasons. We didn't have AGM in 2019, 2020, because obviously you have stated that it was due to an expose and COVID. 2020, we didn't have AGM. 2021, we've just been presented with a statement to go through it. And then 2022, we are having this. This board has been in place for how long, for how long we don't know. And on the evidence of the performance of this board, apart from probing my projects and the secretariat, if you look into the books, it is nothing to write home about. If you go on the field, it is also nothing to write home about. And Accra House of Folk that was a champion, a league-winning team. On 2 occasions, we have been threatened with relegation with this particular board in place. Mr. Board Chairman, with the greatest of respect to all of you, I think on the evidence of what the supporters have gone through in the last 12 years or so, some of us cannot guarantee an overstay of this board. I therefore raise a counter proposal by stating that this board stands down immediately. For us, for you, as the majority shareholder, to reconstitute the board, even if it is in an acting capacity, for us to go back and come in February to approve of them, some of us will like it. But for some of us to be part of the process to retain this board beyond today, some of us will not be part of it.
Okay, thank you very
much.
to
be part of it. Thank you very much.
Let me tell you why what you are saying, same thing I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you give us a mandate so that we'll reconsider the board for you to reconsider at the next shareholders meeting. I mean, certainly I cannot be like a one-man person after today. What we are saying is that give us a mandate so the board can continue to function, and a new set of board members will be presented at the next meeting. It's like what you are saying.
Okay, if that is the case, let us put this on record that at the next AGM, which is in February, a new set of board members will be presented to us for adoption.
But that's what I said.
Because
I said a new set will be presented to you.
I feel and sense the anger of the supporters against some members of the board, not you per se. But for your good self and your respect self, I will grant it. I will permit myself, not them, I'll permit myself to grant it, provided that February is not going to be another 3-year absence.
Okay, right.
Absence of.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you. So remember.
So I agree. But February we expect a new set of directors.
Okay, so can you move the motion for?
I have stated.
Can you move?
As much as.
Can you? No. Can you?
As
move?
much as no.
Let's listen. Please, you cannot use your own words. Please, for heaven's sake, please. So.
Accra's book AGM meeting na ekoso edefa board no na Maxwell Asabre okojena say Sabre board no wama disappointed ye papa in the last 12 years has the book about relegation omunye bibia anti board no dwumede na banawie no togba fede we board chairman no ongu board no enimani bia na togbo gitum say there be board ne de enka omum tiase na in February board ne nya adwuma na February omoba the new board members beba eno enu komodi a ekoso ewo AGM na Togbe afede majority shareholder osaso de nsema odo de tudwa ose manfo nya abotere ene coach nye yempa mu coach nye debi yenye ne saa o kasafa coach ho a no wanya abotere sesi a coach aba yesi coach nye yempa mu no ose ko wiase afa na bia teams awodon enye saa ena omye no Togbe afede.
You see, but let me say this though. Sometimes the way we read some of these things is not very good. Even the best coaches have failed at different places. Is that not true? So it's not an exact science of 1 + 1 = 2. How many coaches has Chelsea had for the past since 2010? Who knows? Chelsea. Those of you are Chelsea fans. It doesn't mean the coaches, the managers of Chelsea don't know anything. It doesn't mean that. Real Madrid, how many coaches have they had for the past 10 years? About 9. You see, so sometimes the way some of you present things is not really fair. Unless you don't know what's happening in football globally. Flamengo is an old club. They've had 23 coaches since 2010. We here also what we are doing. 23 coaches. Flamengo, 2010. You can talk Man United, Chelsea. You know. So that is the reality. It's not an exact science. That's why you can have a coach as good as Tuchel, being sacked from Chelsea, but finding home in another club. Exactly. So when you are a genuine supporter, you have to understand these things and keep supporting. You see what I'm saying? Arsenal, look at what they went through for many years until now. Liverpool, for 30 years in the doldrums until a club came in. So it's not an exact science. Let's get that clear. It's not like 1 + 1 = 2. There's always a lot of judgment involved, and many factors come to play in making a coach succeed or fail. You know, one of the biggest failures was this coach who was doing so well, Coach Moyes, that he was doing very well in Everton, and then Manchester took him with high hopes. He didn't last. Since then, Manchester has been going in and out various coaches. We've seen even your popular friend, Chelsea man, Jose Mourinho, sacked from here and sacked from there. For the first time, Germany sacked a coach recently. So please, with all due respect, it's not an exact science. And for an ambitious club like Grass of Folk, sometimes you have the patience, which is why you may change very quickly, the same way Chelsea has done over the years.
House of Oak AGM and Togbe Afede or the Sansem Edituja was also Kasai, Sabre de Nanibu ye Fukakra, Sacras Voke, among for Casa Togbe, Timini and India, no, among for Entiase, some Macasa Timini and the Todd Bolly, or Chelsea, or a majority shareholder, then so among for Timini and India, Oko Manchester, majority shareholders, Glazers, yes, Timini or Modia, and Chesse, we Timona, not to so good 100% into supporters, no, Entiase.
When they refer, I mean, this is all kind of pettiness. When they refer, for example, when they refer to Abramovich as owner of Chelsea, it doesn't necessarily mean that he owns the 100%. It doesn't work like that. If you don't understand, let's educate you. When they say owner of whatever House of Oak is SAS, it's not because SAS majority. That's all it means. Okay, so it doesn't mean that the Glazers, if they say the Glazers own Man U, they don't own 100%. You see, if you don't understand, let's educate you. It doesn't own 100%. But they can call him owners, the owners. Because the owners, they do the funding, they take the decisions. Now, let me answer the question about funding of Pobiman. Pobiman is funded by debt from the bank. But the debt is fully guaranteed by SAS. Now the project has delayed, the bank debt has matured, SAS has paid it. We couldn't call it to come and pay. So SAS is paying on behalf of all of you. It deserves that respect. It doesn't mean that only SAS owns it. SAS paid for the head office, the commercial center. We could have come to each of you to bring money. Thank you very much. We didn't come.
House of Oak AGM and some of the doors ye papa awase and yede won some out do ba Togbe ekasai e the far House of Oak omo policy ho e the far academy some beton place ni bi na place no matiti bi ni nyina no be ko ya gis academy no e strong pa.
What do? They buy the most successful clubs. So we need to define what our business model is. If you want to make money from selling players, then you'll be like the other clubs that just want to sell players. But you see, to be able to do both, that is why we are trying, excuse me please, That's why the academy is very important. You know what I'm saying? You can sell a lot of youthful players, so you will be seeing a lot of change in future. But Hearts of Oak is not like a selling club. It doesn't mean that we will not sell. But when we sell, the net may be still nil because most of the money may go into purchases. There are some clubs, I mean, we all know that the likes of Wafa never aimed to win the league. Theirs was talent sales. That's what they did. Inter Allies, it was the same. You know, our strategy is a bit different. But what we are doing now with the academy is to be able to get very precocious talent. I'm looking for the day when the likes of Real Madrid will hear about an outstanding talent in Accra Suffolk. Just as we've heard the recent one Real Madrid bought in Brazil for about 60-something to 70 million, young talent. We are in the hunt for some of those talents to populate our academy so we can make a lot of money from these young player sales. But if you want to win the league, when you sell players, you must replace them. So you may not necessarily make money at the senior side on a net basis. You sell, you have to replace. That is the reality, you know. But we are sure that.
Togbe after the AGM meeting a course in some doors general intimate funny and for Nashafo and you may waste time Jumedian so chana and some brain of course was a book AGM and more than some outdoor and so by a better wasso what are stories my Yemfani and chair the Black Stars of Ghana, Black Stars Aquacopium, a war United States of America, Abra on Saturday in a Bobo first game against Mexico. Enra Womutiminya Quine a training. Make us say Yelidi a year Black Stars 5 hours and nano pay will make me aqua training and then you may Black Stars a besa so training ahead of Mexico game one and also a bit me abaso Yanko Ghana Premier League matches out on one system coach Kessben Mingle when they coach and the Mabobo Kwaya Freno a Nations FC and on this handsome way atuja also piano and no piano in Niaje so far results are eba a free Nations FC Bobo Kono Emo.
That who will be happy with a team you play, you concede a cheap goal. The goal that we consider was a cheap goal, and you have numerous chances you couldn't take it. Will you be happy with that? You will not be happy. You have a child, you spend a lot of money going to school, and you do whatever you're supposed to do for it, and not give you the result. You will be happy.
Coach, results in when you're happy with players again or
no, I'm going to work on them. I will work on you, but when you go on the field, I will not be part of you on the field. In the classroom, a teacher will teach you how he will cover all the syllables for you to go and write your exams. When he give it to you and you don't learn, can you pass your exams? Cannot pass. Or when he's teaching you, your concentration is not there. Can you pass your exams? So we're still going to work on it. You see, we're going to work on them. The shortfall, we're going to work.
And some coach Kessben Mingle Nations FC for coach or the atuja says Sabri on your chip place and also me bia Omudu go proman from quite different thing and ya just blame no a bit mako edamano. What is it say? Team in city see air kono goalkeeping, defending, midfield, be a queen, no goal scoring no and I problem, but goal scoring no a beba.
We miss some and score some, so it's coming. First, we can create as many, but we don't even score. But now we create and we're scoring some and missing some. So now every game, for the past 2 games, every game we score, which is good, but we have to convert our chances that we've been creating.
So how are you going to do it?
We're going to work on it. Initially, we were creating, we were not scoring. We started working on it, and they are scoring. So we have to continue doing it. It will come. Rome was not built in a day. It will come. First, they were creating, they were not scoring. And then they started wasting and they are scoring some. So it will get to a time when they create 3, they will score 2 from it.
Kessben Mingle coach or coaching Nations FC. Nensema wade atujana Mediema Sporting Club. Echorkata de Koma Ghana Football Association about TNA Park. Same promo did of the GFNB inspection of TNA Park and the moment normally report no a Koma CAF, Serebe CAF, Ebema Quine, Nakafama individual inspection team, Itima Bay Spete, a TNA Park, Ediamo. Make say Friday, Ghana Football Association, to club license board and so Munko inspect TNA Park on Sedie, a city and Famomo, Nafi, Omon forward this report no, and Fanko Koma, Ayagan, and Fankoma CAF, said a bear, CAF, Ebema individual, and as independent inspection team, Beba, Abe TNA Park, no Metimaji Penny, some Peneso, I'm a Mediema Sporting Club, it miss Yakai, a war, a TNA Park, one make us say Ethiopian Air, at the Bobo Clefin, Mediema. And I'm kwaso edomini chere United States of America abra womani DC United and so and kokobo ankofa akensie we ankofa akensie and so ababaso on Saturday abra Mediema Sporting Club represent Ghana ewo CAF Champions League nemu wo metema kwa kopiemu ho na metimi akosisa kan yenko Ashgold asye Ashgold impenyifo and akwa Twitter handle account me da ba betuja some main case between omo and the Ghana Football Association and yadia court no abaso sa case ni de ebebaso ewo Accra High Court until next week and ombeko case ni so and until case a copy mo human right court a man for celebrities sabre womo Ashgold womo case ni abogu no omo so mo gidi supporters of Ashgold omo nya abotre omo main case between omo and the Ghana Football Association ebebaso ewo Accra High Court next week and sa case no and so ebetimi abaso we yensemo free Ashgold aswe ba yentoa so about Dreams FC and so Australia Dreams FC say there Coach Abdul Karim Zito and then now management no a meeting after the meeting on the place no kushia no there two places in him say match so mo ball across Sports Stadium no place in Shenson say nya their supporters a better team na echi nanso so kra no mo place no mo team bo modern etimi ye de o metima ema Mediema Dreams etimi ya ade enunti Cape Coastal wo mo movie akono memma no embu supporters na bem the right decision and no mateki because fans no kra no emma e wa Accra Sports Stadium nanso omo ya de into mo expect sempo no match omo kobo Cape Coast no ebeboa emma players no enya ho fama no mesi akan e dem Dreams nemum e the cost and aba e de ama management because omo opponents awodo a omo no mbebo nyina no this Dreams FC e fly omo to Cape Coast and Sana Kensi no etimi abaso omo gidi say some move omo move ni de enya de was a problem at the moment at the cost and aba at the Dreams FC Bobo Kono General Obekiano Pame de Betuja said Bismarck could be mensa and ya dear Bobo Ko friend of Bechem United omo apamo papano and ra fitenra ba yes one coach Otia and technical director ye John Mokwine some must have the Umuntimina Jumanibium na me de Betuja send no credit so me Jomo and ye coach no kwine coach no woman man 2 games management no echia I discussions outdoor amani 2 games then an immediate I was so chere so person you coach edema Bechem United so 2 games then an no so when timi anya dia wo mo Bechem United for wo mo ebeja no kwan because omo gidi say I was so timi yire no na nyama timi konkan edema general ye che we dwan no kakra ye de ba ye nie
che but my name dan the super candidate but me there I'm so diche watch na kokosa chanya kroma fe do baby anya All right. I'm quite making it local sorry no Abreno. Good evening, sir. I'm Collins from Kaswa Ofako. Hearts of Folk supporters will learn how to support the team and go to the stadium. What a Kane is doing now, nobody can do that. Even the purchase of common jerseys, they can't even buy, and they're asking for the sacking of members. Hearts of Folk supporters, panie. Na why na di message by di enka ho the buy Collins, okay Collins, and the buy. Me free Collins dey so na me the way etwato later. No say abaso Kingsley tamale una the way so abeka. In our culture and tradition, you don't speak when a chief is also speaking. So I wasn't happy with how Maxwell was intervening at the time that Togbe was speaking. Though he needed some answers. I think it would be better for Togbe Afede to sit back for others to take over the daily affairs of the club, as well as set engagement with the supporters. Okay, Kingsley, Tamale, and Ediwe, and so Brian. Why they shall say Ama me, and the game has also and Sir Franco Naro, and so at Tracy. Ohene Kasa, na also O Kasa at the same time. Inti Kingsley Tufu Sebeya, and Katobe and treachery, na others, and taking over, especially with Penifono engagement with the supporters and the Matobe and Mayen directly, because the drew baby before bar, position, no, or your Hinkassia pa. Na and so, and all right, I'm into Mamo. Naro, Mimra.
But I say, you're my ready.
Okay.
Person like us were in Tuate. But Nyaba football Mudiane, a tepan no better than Hobino. So,
it will be a sanity. Time be added,
yeah, sometimes. On the football and Kasaya Commerce.
To be some.
And I make say football assembly Commerce. You see, this is
especially on can also.
Without due respect,
and it drew baby Maxwell here with all due respect, we respect you. Oh, yes, from Konya, one can other not in respect, man, but at the same time, no, only no engaging.
General, baby, I say, my Muslim can without due respect. Naminka say, Sebin Predia, saying she mono, Nanya him fee. Oh, in the Tinegua, my idea.
Okay.
This is annual general meeting.
Okay.
Meant to discuss issues of the club. Into this kind of banter, it is expected. And I think that Maswa Sabri did not disrespect Togbe.
Okay.
He was trying to articulate his views. And Nana Togbe so performing his duty as the chairman of the occasion by trying to put him right. And to me feel that banter and the SE overstretching Sebia Maswa Sabri accord disrespect.
Has all supporters in the church. Some of them, yeah.
But I still think that it's not a major issue.
Okay.
Because clearly, Ninsamna Okano, fine, no cresse, tuning koyi, and this is not what they want. Unim has foka before this flotation, Ebaso, na Togbe Afede the 14th, the king of Asogli, Ebe taking over as the board chair from 2011 till now. The fortunes of the club has not been that good. Now here they see last season a car debt in a team called relegation. Absolutely no doubt. Any fan will not be happy. In an occasions like this, we hear so be the chance now so waka the match there wayne. Wa bra 14 yeni ademem. Ntimi me feel there. Yemfa how the thing went no entonche na yemhwe the issues.
Okay.
First of all, I think say a very good for the club. Say Omanya the opportunity, not the stakeholders. Eba Bishia. Oshe the new structure of Azuvuka. BBC Eka Omuniema no. Na Bebiana Akoye Chenyi Dieno. Eye. Said the next Omu meeting, as I say, a new board in I think I say February or February. And so Munsaka new board no Togbe say waka no dada. Entinomo the new board clearly. And the House of a limited liability company, I won't grow more shares near the woman. Timothy me say a brebe in a board term of office. Eso. Neswa a quite bay in ye a free war, a quite bay in a different for Becano. It is there. Intika, there should not be any room for argument. Say, you dear, and as I say, Omutumi those documents because Ebra Togbe Animas was Sabre is changing and nobody was making reference to any constitution and I say statutes of the club which I say board no mandate to Subrisia and Sunny Beba annual general meeting no as I say Ebia Yasasa board members no ye bring no great you me Brisi and Abrisi. I expect that those things should be there black and white so that there will be no room for an argument or so ever. General, you know the free honor. Honestly, so we are familiar with how ekosie ema Togbe Afede ebe the majority shareholder of Azuruka. The ekoso sesi enyo nwanwa. First of all, edrubebina has ASAS SAS no has here bosia. Sometimes back na individuals, TT brothers, Tommy Okai, we no mu yibi de boa. Then ekoba so mu here ska. Togbe Afede de na chese nyese ono as a person ebe mu muska, but company sebe any dia no mabo has bosia, then it's well documented and all that. Enti brebi kodu say ka mene has folk enti ada na has bo boku no yen twa bi nto apampan so na yen sine koso na nkrofo metoto so that they will flow shares and get money. Around that time it was estimated say has will raise about 5 million Ghana cedis, and that time it was huge money that was being expected. Unfortunately, businessmen, House of Folk fans, and for musical and shame and shares no eko wi ase no SAS say omato dodo na SAS say sorry omato dodo na in the name of Togbe Afede afi sika no a omode atono obi anim say omode beba yes has bobuku no de SAS kadodo say intika na omode de no na ye de ato. So at the end of the day, House of Folk was sold by physical cash and kasa no more expect to be a sika we bo omode be say no ankobasa. Then fast forward, utie Togbe Afede sisi o se Pobiman project o mo ye no. Eye bosia no mo koje ne bank. Na bosia no SAS for no na aye bes echigina na say o mo ye guarantee for the loan. Enti as long as say ha se dru se bia bosumi bia so mutu asei o mo ntumi ntua eye SAS for no tua. Don't forget around I think some same whole baby has percentka shares na ka no musa floaty. I think it's a technical challenge.
The grad says is a 3 assess card.
Omuya no matua. Ntomuya no matua. Enti emaha supporters rein fi say omo sa broke egu honom in the name of Togbe. Enti ebeduru honom no se koduru so omo floaty shares no kra na ni nyina besa akodi no. Enti omo yesa ha senye Togbe dia ne dia nya dia da echinye no mo pe baby mfanto. Glazers are I've forgotten the exact figure, but they don't owe 100% of Manchester United. In world of football, when you are the majority shareholder, we can simply say you are the owner.
Sure.
So Togbe is the owner of House of Oak. Man United fans, you know, per se Glazers and the Nenso so. Odo no nebeka time also beton on your ready so beton and I boa open and sankaya on ton. The beautiful thing is that you have a choice. Decide to continue supporting or you decide to stay away. That is the reality of the situation. Okay. General, as a board no, page, bomb homody. Me my dream is
Claire, I get Maxwell Sabrin. I'm say a lot of hardwood supporters. It's board members. Then you to be yeah. You see clearly. So nipa be mienu miense bi kra free mu has board no omdosun but dia otia alaja can be Mr. Honorable Vincent So Odote then obete Dr. Nyawu Tamako. These are the three men and board chese omoti omunka Madam Ivy former High Court untini din baby no Frank Nelson a football person no hardly do you hear say has fans kasa editiano. So I that say ombe sabord nim na same way say has ne kotoko anye careful they will continue to suffer, they will continue to do things anyhow and they will not get the results because our expectations still remains at the top whilst the reality on the ground and say they are on the top. And the gap between the reality on the ground and their expectation is huge. Still you will not get the results. As so much said they will need some time to progress and get to where they want to. And it needs proper planning and some level of patience and of course also assurance. At the end of the day, Mr. Tum say House is not a financial institution, it's a football club, and success basically is measured with your achievement on the field of play. In terms of improve in that area big time. General, me free Skasem ni ade de nyambo china na ka baby biem ska mo nyenya over the years ka ewom pobiman ka daso omotua ka ni sai skasem
all those details
yemfa enkoso nyambo china
mekai isi supporters ni kan ho easy to point accusing fingers at leadership but supporters na omo anka so omo den omo ye ka team pa ni supporters na fia chezo munya hwea has dimuntintimai attendance at the stadium jersey sales and as jersey buy jerseys no mon to wo last year omu jerseys won semuni ade a enkoyie enti supporters na so have a role to play enti achina maybe we can go into the figures na febia ya digest no very well.
Okay. Ivy Heward Mills now.
Yes, Ivy Heward Mills.
Yeah, okay. Yentwaso.
All right. Ma min free honum na min rem wo Dreams FC. Isi general sometimes udwin se no bia ya na hom tenare ho. Min kai how many countries are even Africa? I bet ma kusi say the regional capital no and as the national capital no park na da ho no enye qualified for international competitions.
Okay.
O my Ghana ye nyina ye free ho soccer nation. Yaji din ewo football mu yie pa nanso so yen capital ya Accra no stadium na wo no entumi qualify for CAF Confederations Cup match at the group stage and until say Dreams in free Accra no ko Cape Coast ne santi ho bia obeba bedrum kran bia mra no say if the distance between the capital and Abebiombalande to the match venue, more than 200 kilometers. Want to mean for so fly so that additional burden is now on Dreams FC. As I say, teams in Bebenya, no mudomu for William Shane, no mudomu ko ekodru Cape Coast. Ubisa who say a damn kwan at Accra Sports Stadium. And unti yen to me yet qualified for international competitions. Extremely very sad and very unpardonable. But at the end of the day, people at the Ministry of Youth and Sports, people at the National Sports Authority draw their salary and they are very comfortable. Nobody questions them. Obia miso obia re. Yeah, renovations week in, week out. Yeah, renovations. Yeah, they make contract. And so park and qualified for Confederations Cup game. When the Black Stars crowd and natches are copen baby ada. Na ya na GFE Ministry National Sports Authority na ya massage asemna na we dey Cape Coast near pese yedeko we dey Kumasi near pese yedeko no credit Accra Sports Stadium no enye and qualify. And the unfortunate thing is that you try to research stage we sa brave we be catch House of Folk Legon cities near that team say omun free Accra Sports Stadium we be renovation inti brebe mponi e be yes ade no Genoa ye da powerful yen kan okre ye da powerful a mere football stadium we can manage it, we can maintain it, and it is at the heart of the city. And it's so sad.
Yep.
But that is the situation, and these are some of the things that are working against the development of the game, and working against the development of sports. And the body are constitutionally be mandating, and they say authority, a national sports authority. You ask yourself, say, why are they we have a perennial problem? And it's so sad. So, and as I said, Dreams, a carbon confederation, it will keep Coast. Minim say, medium for her city and they be go through. But medium for almost shall say no one take your decisions well. Because if it is a new stadium, getting it passed for international competition and easy. General, we say architects and specialists near the ade ebe assess it. Means sure make us say not money one nyina be ba be hwehwa say ho ye fit nipa do be gu a emu enye den. Past getting it passed for an international competition, it is not easy. Minim stadium moment call and we need the expertise, but they should think around it quickly. Careful, they will publish it. Say Babayara is their home. If indeed they should quickly touch base and start looking at how they will maximize attendance profit in Kumasi and see how they go about it. Otherwise, I remember Takwa goes TNA park near the other Safe, Ube decided Ubahano, over here na akra so na some challenges be e wo ho no ma e be ma challenge. So they should look
okay,
at it.
Emreneko, Akasima Ngotrina, Nonum Abo, good evening, General. Carrasco, Old Botiano, Accra, Yawinsia. I think that we should do some reshuffling on the board of Heart to Folk. Ask Andy if he agrees with me. God bless His Royal Majesty Togba Fede. A lot has been done already. A lot has been done with wisdom. If not, the club will have been on administration now. Hello, Google for the UK, and anyway, and so every okay. My friend, we interact on Andy Su Emre Mukakra. After the AGM today, I think Heart of Folk has a bright future. We hope after the right issues, Heart of Folk will be a debt-free with balanced books, debt-free club with balanced books. The AGM is very important for the club. Every fan who monitored the AGM will now know the way forward of Accra Heart of Folk. Togbe, God bless Togbe Afede. His vision for the club is huge. Let's all support him. I'm so much happy of the selling of the naming rights of Bobiman Academy to generate money for the club. That is a smart move. The only thing we are all patiently waiting for is the reconstitution of the board. Long live Accra Heart of Folk, Kessben, Accra. Anyway, all right. Andy.
You know, supporters can choose to stay on Beditari Somonko Stadium, but a traditional club, whatever you call it, to do baby not the right decisions and cost of park, so you expect those people some be criticize it. That is not to say so we are supporter also for about Uncle Park and Conquerable. So take it right decisions, not the right results, but the supporters will commend you. But so take it decision that constantly, so decision and your the results are. You don't expect the supporter to keep quiet. You don't expect the supporter just to talk to stadium all because they are coming to support. So it's here to go after the argument now or building now. He was talking about having time for a coach. Granted, me ditum pass a war because a 4 matches young fan pam coach now. For me, any Heart of Folk in all the teams, it is early days yet. But the fact of the matter is that Ninsem na na okase has Chelsea epam Carlo Ancelotti okojiwe omopam we okojiwe omopam we okojiwe Genoa honestly na sem na okane ye no kre ba ye musa ye ho se Kanichi ase ha free Heart of Folk no away Sergio Trago free Heart of Folk no away Costa Puppet eba no okoye no away. Have those coaches progressed? No. Until one team use Chelsea examples no from compare Heart of Folk with the other derby because coaches are on my back Heart of Folk no matter free Heart of Folk away. Okuru are free. The coach for Heart of Folk can be assistant coach for Kotoko. That implies was not ripe for the Heart of Folk job. It for me. And you might be taking decisions on results on the field of play. No? It is the decision on taking the technical department of Heart of Folk. For projects, Heart of Folk project in the now they compare Ghanaian clubs. Obobo and Sema say Togo Afeda Yejumana ye. But you know the results on the field of play it doesn't reflect the amount of money the man has spent within all these years. It is said decisions were causal. Not the general supporters are not happier. You expect this kind of argument. Baby or Mushia, no. Until you share baby and Masola Sabre Casa, not to go after the Casana, matter of interest. Masola Sabre was asking, say, and common constitute a new board. And who are following Masola Sabre, no? Or one of the people are constantly on who are their company should be part of the board. On what more they met him, no? Into your mom criticize a pa, or your mom board nechipa. Into Togo was so quick. Sen come mom for we near Jumane moon February no constitute board for floor. Into a matter of interest, but in all you know, so assess the whole House of Football, the years of my year Juma, any the Omodi House of Folk about Buduria on the field of play, they will not even get a half marks there be. In Koyi. Last season, House of Folk was crawling. And then last season, even the league in the started, look at the situation of Heart of Folk now. In the team Nankasa Enkoye Inti mpanimfo take the right decisions a ebetim di team na back. Enya wo support to obi ne say oya ade na enya na waye din. Eno ne ade a most of Africa e friend support. But say nipa be ya ade no onye niye. Na obeka chance ade we de misusu se nka wo ye ne se anka be boa. Na nipa ne ya ade a na oye niye a obo na baso. That is what you call support. But nye so oya ade na onye niye a oye peniti no oye din hwe no. Inti omo ka say let's support him, let's support him, let's support him. Togo wa to players pa, Togo wa spend this kind of house of folk pa, but you know, the right decisions na the house of folk be back. And yes, sir, they will continue to spend, but at the end of it all, house will continue to struggle in the Ghana Premier League. They will continue to struggle in Africa. But United say, "Oh, my coach Bismarck will be men's 2 games. You know, and 2 games na ding. Yeah, one. It said the almost all my pound pepe. Those are difficult games.
What do you know?
Well, Ghana Premier League
games where
or Koboligon City to Accra. Now Bohum against Beckham Chelsea.
When a difficult games, I want to be known.
Now, the Oma Bodo said the Italian and Goma losing.
I don't know if management one.
Yes, and I make it 2.
Okay.
Now, you know, we only been Legon City is more form. Ghana Premier League, be team is where you're born. Yes. Yes. Yeah. But Legon cities, they don't have more form. Until also, you know, on one case and I make us in the Juma DNS in the Trats. No making sure he will back up. Because between United in 80 Momolusu players, baby, no case almost struggle. You have about 80 to 85% of the old guys. Energy no more air body man. August Snowcry is back. Experience Ben and hear you. Osako Foy is back. Avonjo is there. Clinton Yodu is there. What again?
2 battle points now. Church now. This was a Bosho Botum.
No problem.
Which me can once.
There are 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Okay.
Me and Madam for Coach Kasim Menga. Say teacher ni chira wade. Na akoda wan timi ampase a wa ya na adwuma no enye no correct. Ye chira wade na akọ na afeli as Franco na ti ande ye be question teacher no. So obi
you bet my bibia the bakọ na nkoni trim anu so
on question say ba ko for they are fine. By class of 30.
That's a bidum pass.
A class of 30 na be efeli dia teacher ni be bisa.
Dinner. This will be that time now. Talk Max. Talk questions about boys.
Ah, we are going to cut a few for us.
Exams. So I'll go through.
Oh, got a do PT. Now got a PT for us. Some of them boy them maybe a grandma. Now wait. Oh, got not a PT for. Why the PT? You know why the PT?
Embrace.
I don't know better. One year, you many year. Only be that fine.
Or say, I'm free 1. I'm be 2. Say, you create chances. I'm should be. Okay. In the bedroom, baby, you know, I feel I'm create more. I'm more. I'm create 4. I'm bet my 2. And from 1 step, is on but 2nd step, I'm move to the next step. And the amount of time.
No, many problem with time. Or your coach as a follow now. Or your coach will be at time.
He's more of a developmental coach. Into such coach, they do baby as you know. Too
bad. No about Dr. Bruce Edwin Free Kanesi and the breast of Franco Naro, but and when I saw him names all about to number na or the Wasam Kakraba. Joe, I'm really disappointed in Sir Franco Naro. How can you sit in Kumasi of all places and say anybody at all can challenge a chief in public because of football? So can he say same when a supporter of Asante Kotoko is challenging Bantamahene because of football? You don't have a pessoa to invest in a team, yet you have the balls to challenge the bank ruler.
I'm happy he said challenge.
Yeah.
But he didn't say insult.
No, but I said why insult no.
And since I'm happy he says challenge. The guy was speaking. I say with all due respect, man, see. Honestly, if he's disappointed me, fine. But I don't think the guy went to.
Music Plus, DJ Bones. And the Bible translated Music Plus no. I read the Munina say, Seth and I who cameras no. Actually, out in Jimmy Bia my day. Abraham Sanson production team no. Clinton CK, Sanso and Kwame Mickey and Tony on board production work and on Pamcho sound on it and Kwame and Sammy and Whitney. Ousu Setre, and so a boy, Kakabiabo might me the programming Abraham. Mote say Franco Naro and Casanso, and Mote and Dikem, and so and Kaidamunina, Sinamia Dumochina, you wish your kickoff, and I feel midfield action.